a Manta hero is definitely good this game, so you can push wave safely, and it's gonna.
Oh, that's a hero I like too.
Thinking about anti-mage because the aim versus Timber, it's very volatile.
You'd think he'd want to get that super fast, but see if he changes his mind. Probably just dependent on how the lane goes. So far, not too shabby. As Y is going to be taken out by XXS already. At the
creeps hit hard enough to get through a layer. They probably don't, but I think every 2 attacks might.
Oh, nothing to say. Gets ganked in the mid lane. Help from Jin Q. So huge kill for XM. Now, Xtreme is the best team right now, which, I mean, there's only 2 teams that are 3-0, I suppose. So.
Yep, what does Ti14 really know about Dota?
Yep. Xnova. He's going to get gone on. Nothing to say. Could really use this kill. The Pulverize will bring the end of Xnova. Planet gets the kill, though.
All right, they get on the board, though. That's good.
Indeed.
Time for wisdom. Oh, time for wisdom.
Again, battery assault. Oh. The bane of Nothing to Say's existence bounces off of the cogs as well as Jin Q.
Rune is very good.
Has Nothing to Say. He gets stuck inside the cogs again. The ult was canceled instantly. Jin Q. We get some help from XM with the Diabolic Edict doing a lot of work. There's Nothing to Say. Trying to get something out of this, but Jin Q does fall to Planet, but it's going to be at the cost of 2 members of Tidebound. As
on the map so that AM just gets space.
There's the Blink Dagger. XM.
Good luck.
Shiro is super dead here. Another kill to the name of the Lesh.
A lot of the time, TA is content to just trade farm. I don't know if this is the game for that. You have to get some value out of it. Okay, this could be a nice counterplay if NTS could get there.
Yep, the trap is going to slow, but Xnova is on a high ground. Going to get pulverized. By Nothing to Say. The XM does get taken out finally. A huge killing streak put to an end as Tidebound is what both these teams are looking for.
Yeah, if Tidebound don't get anything done here, they're just losing by the minute, right? So AM farming.
Oh, they spot this out. Tormentor actually sniped out. And oh my god, the damage from XM. He's going to be able to kill 2 heroes before they can even react. As Nothing to Say jumps into death as well. 3 down in the blink of an eye. Faith Beyond looks to be next. They get the Tormentor, but at what cost?
That's honestly... I feel like it's a little bit more extreme favorite at this level.
Gonna find Xnova. That's going to be an easy one. Well, I say that, but the hookshot actually cancels the Pulverize. Now Nothing to Say coming in, taking a ton of damage. Ame comes in as well, doing huge amounts of damage with the Mana Void. That is going to be 1 dead already. Make it 2 for Tidebound as the rest try to exit. You can see Planet going to get cleaned up. And Innocence as well on the run, but only so far you can run against these heroes. As Ame coming up to finish the job. So will Xnova tank the gank? They see the courier, I believe. Gonna head to the secret shop.
There's a Lotus now, too. Everyone on their side is so
about
rich.
To pop. There we go. Faith Beyond jumps right in. Xnova's gonna die right off the bat. Global Silence comes out as well. As the Lesh pops the BKB. Finds a little bit of separation now. They're waiting out that Global Silence. Now they can go back in if they want. The BKBs have already been expended, though, from both sides as Ame cleans up Planet very easily. And now Tidebound looking to potentially retreat, but XXS not going to let that happen. Innocence gets destroyed, and now Nothing to Say and Shiro on full retreat mode. Ame with the Lincolns applied, gets the bash, going for Nothing to Say. Getting slowed to a crawl now. Mana Void doing next to nothing, but it might be enough. It's going to be really close. Ame getting super low. Blinks very shortly. Trying to 1v1 versus Shiro now, as XM is there to help as well. Shiro's BKB about to run out, but he gets bashed now as Ame finishes the job again. And Ame, he's going to get pulverized. Not taking too much damage, though. Can turn this around onto Y again. That's a dieback for him. As Nothing to Say and Planet trying to defend with all their hearts, but only so much you can do against Ame and company. Planet drops again. As that is 3 dead for Tidebound without buyback.
And that is why he buys Satanic. He was down to 10%. Turns around on the TA. Wails away at her and heals to full. A great game 1 from Xtreme Gaming. Really impressive stuff.
Really impressive.
It's more like the mid game that, or sorry, the mid lane is where most of the early game seems to matter.
Terrible before that tournament. See a glimpse onto Jin Q. Jin Q is going to take heavy damage. Gets a nice shackle, though, onto Shiro. Looks like Jin Q is going to fall one way or the other. First blood to Shiro. Question is, will it cost him his life? It's off the meld.
Decay is not enough. Yeah. trying to dig deep enough for something really banal, and it just
this
wasn't
is gonna be
interesting
big.
enough.
Stop. Ame is super dead. Goes down to Planet, and that cold feed is going to take a beating from this briefcase of X-Nova. Under the tower he goes. He gets the kill, but is it going to cost him his life?
Double edge might be enough here with the tower shot, and Bach.
They have the move speed. Stomp heads into the double edge, so end up netting themselves 2 kills for the Tidebound side.
Let's keep in mind, perhaps, when you last pick the Sven.
Bottom lane, Shiro taking a bit of a beating. Tombstone is placed, his Planet. Looks like he's going to sacrifice himself for the TA. And we have the rotation now from XM as Y will be dropped as well, so double kill for XXS.
Worth minute 8. That is a rare sight this tournament. He has been popping off.
Jin Q, he's found out by Nothing to Say, and this will be a kill eventually, especially with that facet that Nothing to Say took. The Rolling Thunder will be a little bit easier to use. Gets a nice swashbuckle on the XM as well as the Stampede used.
Going on ET is not ideal, but perhaps he could get the bigger one.
Oh yeah, this would be very big. Coil. Stomp's going to delay things. He snaps it, pops the Stampede. Do they have any more cancellation after the fact? This is going to take a while, but I feel like eventually he'll be able to find this kill. This is wasting a lot of time, in fact. We see a Rolling Thunder in the mid lane as well as Faith Beyond. Oh, the creep's actually helping him out a bit. Attempted
No way,
TP,
he gets out here. No way.
And he's out!
What
oh
a
my
God.
goodness.
I was sitting there counting this, like,
Meanwhile,
the stuns
mid
of the
lane,
waves.
Innocence looks to be going down.
Wow.
So after all of that, 1 kill, it's in the mid lane, and it's a support. This is still 2 minutes away. They can find some big kills here. Swashbuckle not doing too much. Jin Q with a very fast Hex, but see, Disruptor ult comes out. That's an easy kill onto the Rasta. Coil snaps immediately. Attempted Stampede. Shiro in quite a bit of trouble. Will end up dropping to XXS just barely.
Play an item that is a little bit
Why?
limited.
Spotted by Jin Q. Serpent Ward placed, and Shack comes out onto the Centaur instead, but the Stampede already used. There's a Disruptor ult to help finish the job here on the Rasta. Death number, ooh, he actually gets away, Jin Q, and now XXS showing up to the party, XM as well, but the pipe is going to make this a lot more difficult for Xtreme to get through. Earth Splitter comes out. AA Blast is going to be able to finish Jin Q, though, but it's going to be a trade of box, so 1 for 1 to start this fight. XM, basically out of mana, will have to jaunt away.
It's Coil. So if you were to get caught, counterplay needs to largely come from the Centaur with pipe.
Ame, they want to get aggressive. Stampede plays, and they have the vision. They have the glimpse into the Static Storm with the Rolling Thunder as well. Easy pickoff for the side of Tidebound. Now Jin Q, yep, showing up to try to help, but that's just going to be his 6th death of the game.
A couple of teams heading into today are 2-1, and some of them will win. And it's actually
Success, he spotted possible BKB and the Flesh Golem right away. Trying to focus on the Disruptor. Coil's going to be placed to be able to finish the job. Nothing to say. Rolling Thunder, focusing on Jin Q. Not going to have the damage to get his 7th death of the game. We're just going to keep that tally going. So just the 1 pick off for Xtreme, but it was Tidebound who were the aggressors. Now Xtreme trying to turn this around. As Tombstone placed to try to slow down several heroes. Faith Beyond killing some zombies. Ame with the God Strength, gonna take down Planet. Gets off the Ice Blast, not the biggest effect. Try to slow them down as much as possible.
Oh, look out.
Yep, Jin Q opening up with the Blink Dagger Hex. Earth Splitter's coming for him as well. He gets forced up to the other side. Y evaporates though, as Bach gets a knife host up on several heroes. It looks like Shiro will survive. Bach, in the meantime, looks like that will not be the case for him. 2 dead for Tidebound, and now they find a Pango inside the Coil. Triple kill for XXS.
Their entire lead and then some.
Planet wants to open this up. Nothing to say. They find X-Nova. The Ice Blast comes out. The TP from Ame is going to be successful. It's, in fact, a true Nightfall. But they will lose X-Nova in the process.
I feel like it's pretty rare this patch that we've seen a graph like this. It looks like an Enigma Galaxy late game graph.
Good lord. Oh, Static Storm finds one, but the nice shackle from Jin Q going to prevent extra CC applied. And Nothing to Say trying to hunt. XM with the Illusory Orb dodges out, but the nice blink. The swashbuckle misses. XM phase shift into the death. There's the Ice Blast. Yep, that's going to be a juicy one. Roche is at half HP. XM, he's going to get the coil off. He'll be able to take out the AA, but Nothing to Say is here. Pops the BKB from XM. So doesn't get the kill he wanted, but does survive. And now Roche extremely low as Bach comes in with the hoof stomp, gets the double edge. He takes the Aegis and the Roshan. He might be costing his life though, as XX, that's going to be the first to fall in the pit, and Bach will survive for now. And now the action is Ame to the south, trying to right-click. The TA will be able to claim his prize, as Nothing to Say gets the roll up at the last moment. Faith Beyond back with his second life now. Nothing to Say, still able to go. Wow, he actually gets destroyed by XM. I thought he'd be able to get that kill firsthand, but it'll be even harder to kill.
Just a casual 2,200 damage
Smoke
barrier.
from the west. Bach, they open it up on him. Pops an instant BKB with the Stampede, trying to turn this around at XXS, but he already has the Flesh Golem. Super tanky indeed. Nothing to Say. Good CC onto a couple of heroes. Tombstone placed on an ally, though. The grab ally is successful. Ame. BKB's running out. As they go to the north. AA's already lost his life, though. Now the chase is on. Jinkyu looking for an opening. Nothing to Say again. Rolling Thunder number 2. There's the Flesh Golem with the BKB. Pops the refresher as well as Ame gets deleted inside. Can they do anything more? XXS super low on HP, but they destroy Shiro. Jinkyu follows suit. There's Nothing to Say, trying to get more, but another grab ally on self. Nothing to Say. Gets a shield crash off, goes for XXS again. Goes back inside the tombstone. Again, he lives. 3 dead on each side as XM continuing his rampage, trying to go for Bach. Dodges the hoof stomp. Kill for XXS inside the tombstone 2 separate times. Gaben is rarely wrong.
Wonder which hero Gaben is playing in this game. Of course, his favorite hero of all time being Sand King. He might be a Centaur aficionado as well.
Oh, whoever put the workhorse in is a true Centaur lover.
Yep.
All right, so tier 2 down, still 30 seconds on the Aegis. He's gonna try to poke here. Serpent Ward placed. XM actually uses, oh, there's the cart! Workhorse on the TA, they snap the coil as a result, as XM is in a lot of trouble. That's gonna be life number 1. XXS pops the refresher, Flesh Golem at the ready. Static Storm placed right on top of the tombstone, not doing too much. BKB's already been used from Ame and company. He's trying to find a target though. Nothing to Say he's gonna get a nice CC proc onto the Sven, but the grab ally, no, he does end up dropping. Is now the shackle, full duration onto TA, gets destroyed by Jinkyu. Serpent Ward still fighting, by the way.
Will they get a ward down? Y breaks it.
Static Storm starts things out. The puck is taking tons of damage. The mail bash is there. He's dead right off the bat. XM does have the buyback, though. Cart number 1 onto the TA. XXS taking the most damage as a result of that. A-Blast flies in, just clipping Ame. He's trying to stick to a target, trying to run away now. Can't do much damage. He can't do anything. He just gets destroyed instead. XXX still standing his ground with a 3 buybacks from Xtreme. 4th at the ready as well. 2 tombstones placed, as still the cart being used for Shiro to take out these tombstones in turn. Jinkyu pops out of the tombstone, didn't even realize he was there, and now Shiro will drop as a result. 3 buybacks for Tidebound, and Xtreme trying to get out, but the Echo Stomp is there to finish off. Nothing to Say, as XM, very low on HP, will walk away. That's the big hero for Tidebound that they're missing.
The carry of this game for the Dire is, without a doubt, Puck, right? You can tell in these fights. Sven is...
Ame, he gets it. Static Storm placed right on top as XXX gets a nice grab ally, avoiding all the damage as a result. Big Echo Stomp onto 2 as well, as Ame comes in with a Harpoon, trying to do everything onto the TA, but there's the cart again. BKB on the TA, he's super safe. Coil is snapped onto the Centaur, gets the force on his XM, taking part of the damage, but beyond this for him, he's going to stay alive as a result. Meld Bash also going to be dodged. And XM will get away.
Oh my god, the fast fingers. He did a millimeter jaunt to disjoint 1 TA attack.
This is a big jump. XXS gets off the BKB, gets off the Flesh Golem. He's almost dead though. Has to use the tombstone, but dies. Comes back to life instantly as XM coming to the BKB. He's already have HP. Beyond this, does proc to get the shackle onto the TA. Ame just pounding into him. Can they get this Divine Rapier? The cart comes out in the last moment to save the TA. Can they do the damage? They need to take out Ame instead. Indeed, they can. No! The grab ally saves him again! Again and again, this tombstone is used as Shiro left all alone. Divine Rapier drops to the deck, but Ame dies right next to him. Nothing to Say right on top of Divine Rapier, completely ignoring it, fighting against an enormous zombie man, but he will drop in the end. 4 dead for Tidebound, as XXS not sure what to do with the goddamn Divine Rapier.
The top 8. This fight could just seal it. Even finding Disruptor is big. He's trying to get the tier 5s, just barely gets away with the blink there. Good read. Oh, Shiro!
Oh, we have a fight. The cart is used. Ame trying to follow the cart. It looks like Planet and Y just get deleted instantly. BKB pop from XXS. Has the Flesh Golem at the ready as well. There's the shackle with the BKB from Jinkyu. Shiro's still inside this car, but the Serpent Wards are doing so much damage to the buildings right now. The Ancient is fully exposed. They have to deal with this instantly, but still so many heroes alive for Xtreme. Ancient already at half HP, and now XM can come in for the finishing blow with that Divine Rapier. All the damage at the ready. XM just focusing the throne, and that's going to be it. Game over. Xtreme goes down to TI. Tidebound 3-1, still very, very powerful in this